Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. So today we are diving into a really comprehensive infographic that shows exactly how to completely modernize your audit toolkit. Look, if you want to take just raw, messy data and transform it into something that's not only visually incredible but also powerfully actionable, you are absolutely in the right place. So let's jump right into this. Right, so today we're unpacking this incredible visual map put together by Sumit Herakli over on his YouTube channel, which is totally dedicated to internal auditing, governance, risk management, and internal controls. And this really sets the perfect foundation for us. It tells us that Power BI is a business analytics tool by Microsoft that converts raw data into meaningful insights through interactive dashboards and reports. And for us as internal auditors, well, it helps in data-driven audit, continuous monitoring, risk assessment, and ultimately far better decision-making. Okay, here's our roadmap for the day. First, Power BI basics and benefits. Then we'll hit dashboards, uses, and sources. Number 3 is building dashboards and alerts. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with checklists, risks, and takeaways. It's a packed house, so let's get moving. Section 1, Power BI basics and benefits. Let's just establish the fundamentals and look at the immediate value this actually brings to your day-to-day. So, what is Power BI exactly? At its core, it is a data visualization and business intelligence tool, connecting, cleaning, and presenting data. Now, what's wild about this is how it actually works in practice. I mean, imagine pulling utterly chaotic data from Excel, massive clunky databases, random loose files, and the cloud. Power BI literally grabs the whole shebang and instantly transforms it into something crisp, clear, and actionable. It's like a giant puzzle solving itself. Now, you might be wondering, what are the actual benefits for internal auditors? Well, it transforms data, enables continuous auditing, identifies anomalies, improves efficiency, enhances communication, and supports data-driven decisions. To put that into perspective, imagine using this to flag a travel expense anomaly in real time. Instead of waiting around for some quarterly review, you instantly catch a duplicate claim. I mean, that drastically improves your efficiency right then and there. To make all that magic happen, we rely on some serious key features. We're talking interactive dashboards, real-time updates, drill down, multiple sources, custom visuals, filters, alerts, and easy refresh. Honestly, the absolutely crucial one here is that drill down feature. It's a real game changer. It means you can see a glaring red flag KPI on your dashboard, click on it, and literally isolate the exact journal entry that triggered it. No more digging through endless spreadsheets. Okay, so underneath the hood, there are 6 Power BI components. You've got Power Query for your ETL, the data model, DAX, reports, dashboards, and data sets. Think of Power Query as your absolute workhorse. It's the tool you use to clean up, say, really messy, inconsistently formatted payroll data before you even begin to model it. It does the heavy lifting so you don't have to. All right, moving right along to Section 2, dashboards, uses, and sources. Let's see exactly how this data is utilized out there in the wild. Check out this example of an audit dashboard overview. You get this instant snapshot of critical metrics. We're talking total transactions at 125,430, high-risk transactions at 2,345, exceptions at 1,234, and an amount of 48.75 crore. But what's really cool is this donut chart here visualizing transactions by status. It perfectly contrasts the normal, high-risk, exception, and other statuses. Practically speaking, this means you can monitor a top-risk area like vendor payments right on your main screen instantly. So where else are we using this? The common use cases are actually huge. We use it to monitor high-risk vendor spending, user access, journal entry, procurement, payroll, aging for AR and AP, compliance, and fraud detection. Just as a quick example, running a vendor spending analysis in here can visually catch duplicate invoices the second they happen, which obviously saves your company a massive amount of capital and time. And where is all this data actually coming from? The data sources in audit include ERP systems, Excel or CSV files, databases, cloud sources, audit management systems, and APIs. What this means in the real world is that you can connect straight to SAP or Oracle and pull real-time extractions. So yeah, no more waiting 3 weeks for IT to finally email you a static Excel file. Now, to keep things running smoothly, you've got to stick to these best practices. Keep simple, use meaningful KPIs, ensure data accuracy, set up proper filters and security, update regularly, and always design for action. This is so important. Focusing only on meaningful KPIs drives actual action. Don't just clutter up your dashboard with irrelevant vanity metrics that don't tell you anything useful. Which brings us to Section 3, building dashboards and alerts. Let's break down the actual step-by-step process of putting one of these together. The process for building an audit dashboard is really a straight line. Step 1, connect. Step 2, clean. Step 3, model. Step 4, create. Step 5, build. And Step 6, share and monitor. And your audit focus here is to use reliable data, apply strict audit logic, validate results, and monitor continuously. For example, when you're in Step 3, modeling the data, that's where you apply your specific audit logic to set up the exact relationships you'll need to catch internal control failures down the line. Let's geek out for just a second on the math. Here is a JAX example for a measure. It reads, high-risk transactions equals calculate, count transactions ID, transactions risk level equals high. DAX helps in creating custom calculations and KPIs for meaningful reporting. Basically, this specific formula is what lets you instantly isolate and track your exact high-risk population. It does the hunting for you. And we can actually automate that with an alert setup. Check this out. If high-risk transactions are greater than 1,000, then alert internal auditor. Power BI allows these alerts and subscriptions for real-time monitoring. So imagine you're grabbing coffee and you get a real-time push notification on your phone the literal second that threshold is breached. That right there is modern auditing. All right, we've made it to the final stretch. Section 4, checklists, risks, and takeaways. Let's talk about polishing this up and protecting yourself. Before you consider a dashboard done, run through this checklist for auditors. Identify KPIs, understand data, validate accuracy, ensure security, verify DAX, test sample data, review filters, ensure schedules, and document logic. Trust me on this one, verifying those calculations and testing everything against sample data is an absolute must before you ever walk into a room and present to the audit committee. You want to be bulletproof. And speaking of being bulletproof, you've got to watch out for these common risks. We're talking inaccurate data, over-reliance, wrong filters, poor security, complex dashboards, lack of validation, delayed refresh, and misinterpretation. A delayed refresh, for instance, is highly dangerous. Imagine unknowingly evaluating a risk that was already resolved last month, just because your dashboard didn't sync. You'd totally miss the real crisis happening today. So to avoid all that, here are some pro tips for effective dashboards. No audience, focus on key metrics, use clear titles, avoid too many visuals, use colors meaningfully, enable drill down, and review regularly. A great little trick here, reserve the color red exclusively for actual verified control failures. If everything is red, nothing stands out. Keep it meaningful to guide the eye directly to the problem. Okay, so what's the big takeaway from all this? Power BI empowers internal auditors to analyze data effectively, monitor risks in real time, and communicate insights clearly. Well-designed dashboards lead to better audit quality and stronger business impact. The ability to communicate your findings clearly is literally the backbone of what we do, and this tool gives you that crystal clarity. Ultimately, just remember this formula. Right data plus right process plus right visualization plus right insights equals better audit impact. Because data tells the story, dashboards show the way, and insights create value. So now that you've seen the blueprint, let me ask you, are you ready to actually implement this into your own audit practice tomorrow morning? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.